Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan Murphy, and today on TalkTechToMe we're going to look at Markov Chains. Have you ever wondered how your phone knows the words you're going to type before you've actually written it? Ever wondered how Google knows which websites are important, which ones will rank higher? Or even how people can predict the weather? Well, sort of. Believe it or not, it's a lot of magical, but it all comes down to one thing: a Markov chain. It sounds fancy, sounds really complicated, but don't worry. By the end of this video, I'll have you explaining it to anybody as if they were a 5-year-old. So let's get into it. So what is it? Well, at its heart, a Markov chain is just a way to describe a system that moves from one state to another state, based on probabilities. Think of a status or states as being different situations or conditions, and probabilities as the chance or the likelihood of something's going to happen, i.e. the flip of a coin 50-50. But there's one really important, slightly weird part. Markov chain has no memory, zero, nada. The future depends only on where it is right now and not what has come before this. And not how you got there either. Think of it as like Dory from Finding Nemo, where it has no previous memory, it's all based there and then in the moment. Let's get into an example. Okay, let's take an example of the weather. Now, my drawing isn't good, but imagine this is today and tomorrow. And if you can imagine today, if it is sunny, my amazing drawing, tomorrow it will be raining. And if it's sunny today and it's raining tomorrow, there is an 80% chance it's going to be raining tomorrow. But if it's raining today, it will be sunny tomorrow. I know this is oversimplification and we're assuming the weather is only two states, but in the second example, in the first state where it's sunny today, you can assume that there's going to be 80% chance that it's going to be raining tomorrow. But it's raining today, you can assume that there's a 20% chance that it's going to be sunny tomorrow. So these two different states have two different outcomes depending on what day comes after them. So it's all about the state that they're in right now. So in this way, you can already tell that depending on which weather state it is today, there's a greater possibility of one of the two things happening tomorrow. I.e., if it's sunny today, there's a good chance it's going to be raining tomorrow. Where if it's raining today, there's quite a low chance it's going to be sunny tomorrow, and more than likely it's probably going to be raining again tomorrow. And then you can assume after that day there's a good chance it might be sunny then again. Let's go on to the next example. Now, let's look at your phone and the predictive text on that then as well. It works in much the same way. Imagine you're typing the sentence, and the sentence so far is I love to eat. Now, when it comes to the next word in the sequence, it's going to look at the probability of all the different words that you've gone before, that have used that structure before, and essentially it's looking at the state of all four of them as well, and predicting the fifth state in this sequence then as well. So you probably say something like tacos, broccoli, apples. And the percentage then behind these is probably about 80%, 20%, and 10%. So based on the three previous states before then as well, it's going to tell you what the likelihood of the next word being essentially based on the previous state. It's based on this, which is based on that, which is based on this, which is based on that then as well. So whenever you go and type the sentence again, if you type in I, it's not going to tell you any of these words. It's going to try to predict the next one based on the previous state then as well. Hopefully that makes sense. On to the next example. Now, the next example is an OG. It is Google's original search algorithm. And what essentially it done is it simulated a surfer jumping from website to website, clicking on random links. And that's essentially it. It created a bot that essentially went to each website, clicked on each link in turn, and as the surfer went to this website, it would count how many times it came back to that original website. If I went to this one, and back to that one, and back to this one, and back to that one, and then it would count them up. 1, 3, 5, 7. That's a terrible example, but it essentially would count the number of times that the bot would return to that original website. Essentially, the state of the previous website would dictate where it went to next, and then it would add a counter to that number. It's obviously changed a lot in more recent years with SEO and content optimization, but it was the original way that Google used to index and rank its websites then as well, to see who got the top sort of spot on Google then as well. Your website would only sort of do well if lots of other websites were essentially pointing to that, which in turn sort of dictated the state then of your website. Make perfect sense? On to the conclusion. And so there you have it. To quickly recap, a Markov chain describes a system moving from one state to another state, where the probability of the next state depends only on the current state. It has no memory of the past. From predicting the weather, to helping you type faster, to even organising the entire internet, Markov chains are incredibly powerful, yet elegant and simple mathematical tools. They help us understand the model and the systems where the past doesn't really matter and doesn't influence the future, only the present does. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully I've explained that as best I can. I always really love doing these sort of explanation videos because I learn a lot from them as well. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe for more of these. I'll see you in the next one. I've been Dan Murphy. Thank you all. Bye-bye.